If your red base color is always fading, patching, dull, or embarrassing you in front of your customers, it is not your fault. It is the red paste itself. Red pigment paste is the most complicated, most sensitive, and most unstable color in the entire paint world. And today, I'll prove it to you. This is happening everywhere that red color touches. Could be your pink, your peach, your orange, even your wine color. All these colors that contains red paste always behave differently. But today, you will understand why, and you will never struggle with red paste again. What I'm about to show you is something even many factory technique do not know or have an idea about this secret process. Welcome back to Glina Artistic Paint Education YouTube channel, where we don't just mix colors, we master the science behind them. Hi, welcome to class. I am Coach Glina. I've taught over 1,000 students on how to produce professional paint, build profitable brands, and avoid costly mistakes that destroys quality. Today's lesson is powerful because it will save you money, product, and your reputation. In 2025 and beyond, the biggest shortage is not money, it is attention. Yes, whoever understands attention controls sales, influence, and success. This is why your paint must look good on the first sight, especially red. If your color doesn't grab attention, customer will scroll past your paint and buy from the next person. But how can you grab attention when red, the most vibrant color, keep disappointing you? Okay, so now let's start with the truth nobody tells you, which leads us to today's lesson on 5 major reasons red paste behave differently and how you can fix this major problem. Reason number one, you see, red has the lowest tinting strength. Yes. Now, your red pigment color is the weakest tinting strength amongst all colors. Yes, I know most of you are surprised hearing this today. That's to simply say that a little white washes it out, a little water weakens it, a bit of blue, brown, black in your paste kills the red. Over diluted red equals to failure. So this is why even if you add plenty red paste, your color still look faint most at times. You see, strong color does not come from quantity. It comes from quality and timing. Reason number two, you see, red is a pH sensitive, alkaline, unstable. That is to say, your water-based paint is alkaline because of one, the ammonia, two, your fillers, three, your acrylic binder. You see, cheap red paste cannot survive high pH level, so they fade instantly. Other colors like your yellow is stable, your blue is very stable, your black color is the strongest, and your green is stable. This is why only red color behaves differently when you produce using a cheap red color pigment. Reason number three, you see, most local red paste are dyed paste, which a lot of paint manufacturers are not aware. In some paint sellers, you understand, in Nigeria, they sell dye not only even in Nigeria. You understand? Most red paste in most countries are not pigment red color paste. You understand? They are dyes, which a lot of people are not aware. And dyes fade when exposed to light, air, alkaline, and water. This is why your pink turns white, your peach turns dull, and your orange becomes pale because the red color paste you're using is not a durable, strong color paste that can withstand this light, air, alkaline water that I just mentioned. Reason number four, you added the red color paste too early. And this is the mistake almost paint manufacturers or anyone producing paint makes. You see, if you add red during dispensions, that is when you're turning, mixing properly, the chemicals kills it. Yes, listen attentively. Especially the ammonia, the calcium carbonate, the fillers, which are the troublants, they kill the red color paste, especially when it's not that durable color paste. Red must be added only the last 5 minutes in your production process. Reason number five, your red paste may not be a water-based compatible. Yes. You see, some red pastes are meant for oil paint, surveillance system, and gloss paint, which most people are not conversant or familiar with. If you use them in emulsion paint, matte paint, satin paint, or any other water-based paint, they separate, causing patches and fading on the finishing. So now, this is why you see your wall looking beautiful when it's wet, then totally washed out when it's dry. Because most of these paint chemical seller don't even know the difference between oil based paint and water based paint. That is a solvent color paste and water color paste. If they get it, they could just sell for you because they feel you just ask for pastes for your production process. So, in the beginning, I talked about why red paste act differently. You understand? So now I want to go further in explaining why other color paints are perfect but red fails. Now, I said yellow color paste or yellow color is very strong when adding in your paint production process. That is why even if you add your yellow oxide at the early stage and your yellow paste at the early stage, it automatically gives you that vibrant color. Most of us that are paint manufacturers, you can testify to this. You understand? And now for the blue, blue is very, very strong. You understand? You see, you just add a touch of blue paste or blue oxide, it automatically gives you that shade you want. You don't need to start putting more paste, even if it's not a strong paste. You understand? So now for black, black is the strongest. That is why just a drop automatically gives you gray color. And if you add more, even if your titanium is there, it gives you black if you're not careful. You understand? So now green color also is stable. You understand? And you can control it as well when added in your paint production. You could testify that it is strong. You understand? And orange without red is also fine if you get an orange paste. You understand? So it is only red and magenta that are naturally weak and unstable when it comes to mixing colors in paint production process. You understand? So let's talk about the solution. Yes, how you can be able to fix this red color paste issue to have a more durable color finishing. You understand? So now, the first process is to switch to a proper red pigment. You ask, for those of us that are in Nigeria, you simply ask your chemical seller that you want a strong, durable red color paste. You understand? And for those of us that are not in Nigeria, you could ask for pigment red 170 or pigment red 190 or pigment red 254 or emulsion grade red. You can also ask for alkaline resistant red. For some of us that are not in Nigeria, you'll be able to get this more advanced red paste. You understand? You have to avoid dye-based paste. Take note, please. So the second solution is add red only at the final stage. Let's say 5 minutes when you're done mixing. This is non-negotiable. So the third solution is increase your binder by 20 to 30 gram per 20 liters when you are mixing any color that has to do with red. You understand? Because red needs strength to hold onto. And the fourth solution is reduce your ammonia level. You use about 2 to 3 ml per liters maxi for your red color paint production. And the fifth solution is add a little yellow to strengthen the red. Whenever you want to mix your red color paste, any color, just add a little touch of yellow to strengthen the red color paste, and you're going to see how amazing it's going to turn out. Also, adding a little yellow to strengthen the red gives it a rich pink color, deeper peach color, and a strong coral red color, and a brighter orange color. So now you understand the reason I said when you use a little yellow color paste to support your red color paste, it strengthens the red color paste. So now let's talk about the secret war between titanium dioxide and red color paste. You see, titanium dioxide is extremely powerful and red is extremely weak. So too much titanium dioxide kills the red completely, makes the color chalky, peels and wash out. This is why your pink and peach color paint are failing. So now I'm going to give you the correct titanium ratio level, that is the measurement for 20 liters, that can allow your red paste color survive. So the correct titanium dioxide level for your red paste usage for 20 liters, number one, pink. You can make use of 1.5 kg during your production process. And your peach color or coral color, you can make use of 800 gram to your 1 kg. And then for your orange color, you can make use of your 500 gram titanium dioxide to 800 gram, depending on how deep you want your orange color to be. Then for your wine or red color, you can make use of your 200 gram titanium dioxide, and all other colors could be from 2.5 to 3 kg titanium dioxide, depending on how durability and opacity and your coverage that you want to achieve. You understand? The stronger the white base is, the weaker your red become. I see a lot of people use 2 kg titanium dioxide, 3 kg titanium dioxide, 4 kg titanium dioxide to produce red color, paste, or pigment. Could be the powder or it could be the paste. And at the end of the day, you see them saying, why is this paint fading? And you might be saying, what is happening? Is it the UV sun? Is it the rain? No. Titanium dioxide, like I said, acts with the go in war with your red color paste. You understand? Or your red color could be your pigment powder or your pigment paste, the liquid color. So I'm going to give you a practical process on how to mix your red color to transform your space and of course improve in your red color paint production process. You understand? So the first is make sure that your base is smooth. You understand? That is the beginning process. As a paint manufacturer, you know you have to put in your water, you have to put in your carbon PT, you have to put in your titanium dioxide. You understand? You put in your fillers and other additives. Make sure it is very smooth. And then the next is you add your binder. So after adding your binder, you can now you add your red paste, remember, at the final stage. Also remember that you have to make sure your titanium dioxide is reduced pending on the red color family that you want to achieve. And also remember the little secret that I gave you, but it's not little, it is powerful. You have to make sure that you have add a touch of yellow to strengthen your red, because you need to strengthen it with a touch of yellow, like I said. You understand? So now you can make sure you ask your chemical seller for a strong, durable red paste, not dye. Let them know. So you can also lecture them as well, so they don't make mistakes when they are buying this color paste chemical. You understand? So for those of us that are not in Nigeria, remember what I told you, you ask for emulsion grade pigment. Those of us that are in Nigeria and other African countries, you ask them for high grade red paste. You understand? So this and every if you do this, every red base color becomes perfect. Sorry about the cutting off, because I just want to make sure I deliver the process in a layman understanding so you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, you can see why people don't buy information, they buy transformation. What you've learned today is not ordinary information, it is transformation for your business and, of course, your brand. Imagine never being afraid of red again. Right? Imagine giving customers perfect pink, peach, coral, and wine every single time. That's amazing, right? So if you want to master more secret like this, real industrial formula, color science, and profitable paint business strategy, then I advise you to join our paint manufacturing mentorship program. And of course, grab our Emotion Paint 2026 Blueprint ebook. It covers formula, color troubleshooting, mixing and professional technique you will never find online or elsewhere. The ebook is highly loaded. The link to get it is in the description. So remember, attention is the new currency, and the paint that captures attention wins the market. Master your color, master your quality, master your attention, and your paint business will grow faster than you can imagine. Thank you once more for joining in today. I am Coach Glina. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.